Hi there, welcome to another educational video document in my Web3 expedition. In this video, we are going to be covering one of the most powerful vibe coding Web3 platform there is, perhaps the biggest project on Base at the moment, which has an established airdrop. We'll be looking at its game studio, which allows you to create games based on your intent simply by providing the AI infrastructure provided by Farcade your intent. We'll see how it looks, but before we get started, make sure you onboard via Telegram. That's where you get started. Typically, you get started by playing games. These are, let's see, these are Telegram mini games. I may not be able to show you it fully at the moment because I don't have the Telegram app on my PC because of memory constraints. I'm using the web version, and currently it doesn't appear to work on the web version. Typically it works, but at the moment it doesn't. So what you do is onboard via Telegram. The Telegram link will be in the description. Claim your daily Farcade points, try to maintain a streak, play the games as frequently as possible, challenge others, earn as much Farcade points as possible, then go ahead to explore the studio. The studio at the moment is, you need an invite or access. You'll be able to log in using your Warpcast account. If you don't have a Warpcast account, I'm going to have an invite for you in the description. Get started with Warpcast. Once you have a Warpcast account, there is a portal inside the Telegram application where you can apply for an access code to test out the game studio. Now, speaking of the game studio, these are the games created out of the game studio. These are monetizable, composable games, meaning that these games can be incorporated into Warpcast, Telegram, Discord in the future, Twitter, and people can play directly from, for example, a frame on Warpcast, while the activity in game is synced. So with these games in the future, each of them will have an associated token and a market valuation. Okay, for now, we are going to be seeing how powerful the AI infra is when it comes to vibe coding a game. Now, by the way, a game is the toughest to create when it comes to programming. I've explored it. Very tough, compared to creating websites and all that. So let's see how good it is. Let's have a feel of it for a start. I have a game in mind that I want to create, but I don't know if I'll showcase it in the course of this video. So here it says report bugs and help improve the platform, share feedback directly with our team, chat with fellow developers. Let me just join the Discord on the side, then continue. Build great games, earn rewards, create amazing games, and earn rewards along the way. Now, it's possible too that if you launch a game, it becomes approved and it's displayed within the application that you earn points, based on how much it's played or something like that. There's also a contest ongoing that allows you to submit your games, and specially selected games will earn a fixed amount of points, but that has ended. The first campaign, which was instituted recently, has ended. So here it says AI powered creation. With AI powered tools, the Farcade Studio turns everyone into a game developer. The more people play your game, the more the rewards you earn. Okay, track player engagement and performance metric with 24/7 developer support. One-click deploy instantly to Telegram, Warpcast, World app, and more. As powerful as can be. Remember, this is also on Base. Base has the prospect of an airdrop itself. Powerful stuff. You basically become a CEO with this studio. So start building. Okay, so this is how it's looking. Okay, start building your game. And that's okay. You have to name your game first, then an assistant will help you in building it. Okay, I don't want to show yet, what I'm attempting to build. So let's just put up a dummy name. game. Let's just use this. Hopefully it's okay. So it says, don't worry, you can always update this later. Okay, that's good. Okay, so select which AI assistant you would like to use for game development. That's interesting. So the Farcade model is coming out later on. This is the one I'm most interested in. But here you will see that you can use other models, which is interesting. Use third-party AI platforms to help generate your game code. We recommend Grok, ChatGPT, or Replit. Cursor, build your game using Cursor IDE, perfect for developers who want full control over their game development. By the way, I've started out with vibe coding myself, so I'm familiar with these platforms. I would say that this should be your choice if you are a no coder altogether using this third party option. This one will allow you to deploy your game on your local PC, and shape it all the more. But I believe this is sufficient. So let's just choose this. I'm most interested in this because I'm sure it will be specialized. Many of these aren't that specialized for games. So let's choose this. Next step. Wow, interesting stuff. So it's an entire dashboard. You basically attain CEO status with this because you can check out, the type of analytics associated with your game, associate a wallet, interesting stuff. So you have the option of choosing here, adjusting here, parameters. So here you have to describe your game. So this is powered by Grok. For games, I would favor Grok, you know. So this is an example prompt. A platform game where the player controls a bouncing ball that changes color to match obstacles. Copy and paste your enhanced prompt to Grok to generate your game. To preview your game on Grok, click the preview button on the top right of the generated code. Continue to make updates and changes to your game, chatting with Grok. Copy and paste the code from Grok into the code tab on the right when you're done. Now, I don't know if this, let's see. Okay, assets. So upload and manage assets for your game. I don't know. It may be able to formulate, I mean, pull assets from public API on its own, but for a more perfect game experience, for those who are more advanced programmers and stuff like that, they will know how to use the likes of 3JS to improve assets. I'm not sure I will use this. So this is going to be the game preview. So let me just put in a dummy a dummy prompt just to see how it's like. We will not submit the game. I'll then focus on launching the game later on. Let's look at this. Integrate with Farcade. So once you add our Farcade SDK, you can still use Grok to update code, but you'll need to copy paste the Farcade to test changes. Okay. Okay, so I will likely need to do another tutorial about this, likely when putting up my own game. But let's just get started with a prompt and see what's next. So let's see. I don't know if this can be pulled up, but let's just say mm, let me just say paper money dropping from let's see. Of course, you can improve the prompt later on. Level 1. So let's see what the brain of Grok offers. So we'll just create a context for level 1, and then just say increased difficulties. In tries to catch as many uh, bills. It's called bills as possible. Obtain highest score, which with each level presenting on the difficulty perhaps the uh, perhaps the cat gets. Okay, so it's actually a short prompt. Let's check this out like this. Okay, so it gives you the ability of enhancing the prompt. Let's use that. So let's just read this, because this, it intimates you of the typical structure for a prompt. So create a mobile friendly money catching game where players control a hat to catch falling paper bills, featuring realistic physics and progressive difficulty levels. Wow, that's a good way to write it. So game requirements: create an arcade style game with HTML. So it's relaying the tech stack. Okay, responsive canvas. Okay, so these are the levels: normal, bills, add wind effect. Wow, interesting stuff. So that's its own IQ there. Level progression every 1000 points. Okay, game over when missing certain number of bills. Okay, let's leave it at this as is. Copy prompt. So it looks like, okay, so it says paste in Grok. This will likely open up Grok. So, okay, so for a Grok, you don't really need to sign. I don't know if it's required to sign in with your Twitter account. You can also access this Grok via Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account, but it's best to follow the flow. So this is Grok here. Okay. Let's paste. So it's going to write the code, and you can preview the what's being built here. Let's just wait. Wow, very short code. Okay, very short. Let's look at preview. Implementation, realistic bill physics. To play, open in a browser, mobile browser. Wow. Let's look here. So this, I think this needs further prompting. Okay. Wow. It's looking, but this is not looking perfect. This character, I don't know if it can perfect it, considering the stack used. Let's play again. So this is not moving. It's supposed to be moving, supposed to take the form of a hat. Okay, it's looking good, superficially looking good. I would have liked to see level 2, but It looks like you need to play the game to be able to get to level 2 and view it. Okay, so let's see. Copy paste and enhance your prompt to Grok to generate your game, to preview your game on Grok. Continue to make updates and changes to your game, chatting with Grok. Copy and paste the code from Grok into the code tab on the right. So when we finish and we're satisfied, we will paste the code here. So let me prompt further and see. Would like the player to take the form of a hat, have the ability to move side to side. And I don't think you can pull off the type of physics for paper, paper falling from the sky. I would have liked to see level 2 and just to view it. Anyway, let's see. Would like to the player to take the form of a hat and have the ability to move side to side. Mm. I don't know how to describe it. Let's say wavily. Wavily. Okay, let's try this. I may need to log in. I may need to log in to have, to better this because without that, it may be limited in, credit count and all that, rate limit. Okay, so this is HTML for the most part. So there is a limit to what it can accomplish. Let me log in. Let me log in. So you see, enjoy higher rate limits, sign in. So let me log in. Let's see. All right. Wow. Just a moment. Just a moment. Uh, let's see. Gmail. Verify. Just a moment, please. Okay. Okay, so Let's see, history. Oh, so we need to redo it. Apologies, I didn't expect the video to turn out this lengthy. I just wanted to introduce Farcade and do a dedicated video on the tutorial, but we're ending up trying it. This may turn out a viable game after all to submit, although this wasn't the game I had in mind, but based on the model of the game, I mean the nature of the game, they're basically casual games. I may build on this. Preview. Okay, so there's some waviness now. So maybe in level 2 the waviness will be more. Okay, so let's see. Waviness. Feel. Considering how papers will typically make the player character a hat or hat-like instead of the current house sphere. Okay. Wow, we can make it a bit more interesting considering it features multiple bills, different bills. So to where the bill, there's a multiplier on the points based on the type of bills cut. So 1, 5, 10, 20. Okay, so let's add or also improve dynamics to where player earn more points or has a points multiplier depending on the bill cut with, let's make it lower bills giving the highest multiplier with lower, just for a twist, bills providing a higher multiplier than bigger bills. Okay, so more waviness. The hat, of course, the hat should be able to move side to side. The hat should be biggest in level 1, reducing in size in subsequent. I just want to maximize the prompt levels for more difficulty. The bills should also increase in dimension per with higher levels. So the hat should reduce in size, the bills should increase in size. After this, we will begin to end the video. Just bear with me. It's also inspirational for, I mean, you can become a CEO already, managing an entire project, as that's the most mentality adjusting thing there is in today's system of things. So now make sure you are learning from the prompts, the breakdown, so that it will improve your prompting capacity, you know, with subsequent builds. So you'll see here the way it's wording, that's the interesting thing about Grok. It's basically giving you a breakdown of the code in, tangible terms, enabling you understand how codes work. So add sign. So this is what it's the terminology called. The terminology for that waviness I was trying to describe is sine wave based width and height oscillation. So then increase wind effect amplitude, added wave offset for varied bill movement patterns. Interesting stuff. Hat. Change from hat sphere to a top hat with brim. So it's inverted it. Size differences by 20% per level. Okay. So you see also the command maintains side to side movement with touch controls. Now I don't know if that applies to a PC. So, I'll have to try this on my mobile phone later on before I submit it. So let's see if this has taken effect. I'm going to refresh this. Wow, but doesn't seem to. Okay, so what I will do is I will be. Okay, no, let's go mobile. Okay, the hat hasn't changed. So I'm going to work on this, and this may likely be the game that I submit. So let's assume that we have the code ready, the entirety of the code ready. Okay, we'll copy it and paste it here. Now we may, let's see. Okay, so looking good like this. So now you have to be assured of the code and all that, before you then integrate with Farcade SDK, so that you're basically like connecting Farcade to the game. So in that step, assuming this is the code, it's ready. Let's look at game preview. Let's click reload. Maybe it needs to be saved first. Let's see. Okay. But it's not looking like we had on the game. Now this may be because we are using a PC, by the way. I may need to try this on mobile. This is mobile type of game. Let me just scan this quickly. Just a moment. Let me see how it's looking on a mobile. Okay, still the same look on a mobile, so it needs to be fixed. Now, after the code is ready, okay, so here it says record or upload gameplay. Start recording. Click share to begin recording. Play your game in the new window. When finished, stop sharing. We'll look into that later on. After your code is ready, assuming it's ready, this is the code. Here it says integrate with Farcade SDK. So it says click to copy and paste into Grok. So Now, I don't know if this should be publicized considering it's tied to my account. I'm not very sure, but you'll have to copy this and then tell Grok to incorporate it into this code. Okay, so you'll need to go back to Grok with what you've copied from here. Then here it says we are automatically checking your game integration with the Farcade SDK. Now, I don't know why it's saying verified that it has been received. So after you have incorporated the code, the Farcade SDK with the code here, then you'll have to copy it and then add it here and save it. Please manually verify the play again button appears after game over and correctly restarts when your game. Okay, game details. Let's see. Capture gameplay video. Okay, select game thumbnail, add this part. You'll be able to finish it on your own. Add a game title, add a cover image, integrate with. Once all requirements are complete, click submit button in the top right corner to submit your game for review. So submit. Interesting stuff. Where possible, I'll do another dedicated tutorial, where it's established that it's safe to share some of these items on screen. I'll do another video about it. As for this dashboard, let's click on wallet, coming soon. Analytics, this will come about later on. Very interesting stuff. This is just version 1, looking good already. I'm sure that very soon you'll be able to do everything within the platform itself. And we learned a lot, what you can do with Grok and all that. Interesting stuff. I'll be ending this video now. If you want that $1 million project, you have all the infrastructure to accomplish it without prior experience. The limitation here now is just in the expanse of your mind's eye and the type of unique idea you can bring about. I'll be ending this video now. Before we end this video, do well to go to airdropc.com. It's very important. Subscribe to airdrop reminders by submitting your email here. I'm working on 100 solid airdrops, each with its own publication tutorial. There's going to be Farcade featured as well. And I'll be sending out that email once 100 airdrops are ready, which is very soon, to all the subscribers. Submit your contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and follow this Twitter, where I'll be working hard with respect to airdrops in conjunction with the website. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.